Guys, welcome back to the channel. This is an urgent Zebec price update. This is a very big day for the community, and I'm going to explain why in this video, and I'm also going to reveal exactly how Zebec Millionaires will be made, so make sure you watch this video until the very end. Now you'll notice the price action on Zebec over today and over the past few days has been pretty slow, right? So Zebec is currently down 3.7% so far for the day. We've seen the market cap range around this, $340 million market cap for the past few weeks now. And the reason why that is, and again, not a lot of people are going to tell you this, but investors and traders right now are waiting for the Fed interest rate decision, right? And I'm not going to get too technical with this, but this is a news event that affects the stock market, the cryptocurrency market, and it's one of the reasons why we've seen the market flat. This data will be released in under 6 hours at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Once this data is released, you're going to see Zebec either break aggressively to the upside or sell off to the downside, right? And number one, you also notice Zebec's price action has been slow, mainly due to Bitcoin's price action. Once again, Bitcoin sets the trend for altcoins and Zebec, right? So if Bitcoin goes up, Zebec will tend to go up. If Bitcoin goes down, Zebec will tend to go down as well. So this is what everybody needs to prepare for today, because if the data is bad, right? So investors and traders interpret today's Fed interest rate data as bad, we will likely see Zebec break this area of support. And the area of support currently for Zebec is at 0.0034655, which is about a 20% downside move from where we currently are now, right? So if the data is bad, we are going to break this area of support, and we will likely see a 20 to 30% decline in price. Now if the data is good, we are going to see a breakout, right? And we may see not a massive break to begin with. We might see 20, maybe even 30% upside move, right? So you can see 20 to 30% upside short term, 20 to 30% downside short term. But I would not be concerned, because this is a project that, if you want to make millions on, has to be accumulated for the long term. This project is reminding me like XRP in 2017, right? Where the majority of people that have made life-changing money in those communities are those that accumulated at the lows. And remember, the breakout journey for Zebec has just started. And if you've missed out on some of these free buy calls, it means you're not subscribed to the channel. So make sure you subscribe right now so you don't miss out on another Zebec update. Subscribe, perfect. Let's continue. So for me, I would be looking at accumulation on this project. And in fact, that is my personal focus. Of course, if you're looking at this from a short-term perspective, an 8x at its peak, if you've been buying since March, April at the start of the year, congratulations, you're up 8x, right? Or with the drawdown, you might be up a 5x, and you're probably worried and, tempted to just cash out and sell. Now, if you're just looking for a quick flip, right, then maybe you do that, right? Maybe that might be a great strategy for you, but that's not going to make you millions on this project, right? So what my strategy would be is purely accumulation. If we see a break of this trend, right, we see a break of this support, the market goes down by 20, 30%, what I'm looking to accumulate more. If the market goes up from this area, congrats, I've already started buying at this zone, so I benefit, right? And that's my personal strategy at the moment. I already gave you guys my next major price target on Zebec short term, which is at 0.03028485. This is a target I think will be likely to be hit once Bitcoin makes its way towards 120, 140. This is what the overall market is anticipating. Remember, not all altcoins are created equally. So as much as I've said, Zebec will go up or down according to Bitcoin's price action, but I think it's going to outperform the majority of altcoins in the market once we do see that break to 120/140, right? And from our last video, we're looking at a 5x. Now we're looking at about a 6x up to that price target. Now, those of you that have been buying since the start of the year or even in April, that is almost a 40x. Now, once this target is met, whether we like it or not, whether we're bullish on this project or not, there will be aggressive selling pressure. And this is when we're likely to see a deeper pullback on Bitcoin, right? And that's where we could see altcoins fall as much as, 90%, 80%, 60%. And this is where, of course, my strategy is going to be to cash out, wait for price to dip, and then buy back in at the lows. This is your cheat code to hitting 100x extremely fast, right? So you still have to be strategic in terms of your buying and selling. The reason why I just wouldn't sell now is because ultimately the journey has literally just started. This is a $340 million project that has the potential to surpass 10, 20, maybe even a $50 billion market cap, right? So if I can cement my positions at these areas, even if a price sell-off does occur, well, I'm personally going to win. And this is one of those projects I'll be holding for the next, or accumulating on, should I say, for the next 2 to 5 years. I think all the rewards in this community will be those that are accumulating rather than, catching a 5x and selling, right? This is not a meme coin project. I'm personally not treating it like that, which is why my approach is very, very different. And just to add, with meme coin projects, typically when that 90 or 80% sell-off occurs, the market doesn't bounce back, right? You're in danger of that project not bouncing back. Zebec is different. Is a project that is being, the investors in this project are absolutely insane. Circle, Solana, these are not small names, right? Solana's even following them on Twitter, right? And also some credible investors and traders in the market are also following this project. And as they say, look left, structure leaves clues, follow the money. So there's a lot of smart money flowing into Zebec. They already raised over 30, 40 million from these well-known names, and obviously they would be doing that for a long-term perspective, right? They're not trying to catch a 10x and leave, right? So I have the same perspective here. In my next video, I'm going to talk about the comparisons to XRP and why I do believe this is the next XRP project and why I would be buying now. But just to make it clear in this urgent price update on Zebec, you can expect the market to continue to range throughout the day, especially as Bitcoin and the macro market ranges, because investors and traders are waiting for that Fed interest rate decision. If the data is bad, then of course we're going to see a sell-off. The first initial sell-off may be as much as 20 to 30% drawdown. If we see a deep pullback, we could see a pullback on this as much as 40%. But as I said, I wouldn't be concerned. I'll be accumulating because of the nature of this project and the people behind it. Also, we could see a scenario where we see an aggressive breakout. So right now it's 50-50, although investors and traders are leaning towards the upside move for Bitcoin towards 120 and 140. That's also our bet as well. But stick around, make sure you're part of our free Telegram group below so you can get access to our exclusive updates in that group. Get access to free gems and more. And you get to be a part of our inner circle. So join the free Telegram group below. And also, guys, make sure you subscribe because I will be posting on Zebec daily. Until next update, remember, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice. Ride the wave, and until next one, seize the day.